The Forbes World Billionaire list indicated that, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there are less billionaires in the world in 2020. However, 3 young Chinese entrepreneurs climbed up the list, and their net worths exploded when the stock price of their company skyrocketed. I ran into these 3 companies when I was researching for investment opportunity and made a small fortune from the rally of their stocks. The companies I'm talking about here are Li Auto, NIO and Xpeng. I will tell their stories in 3 videos, and this is episode 1. Ironically, they were called 3 idiots of EV in China because they were young and never had the experience of building cars. Yet they dared to throw in their heads and fortune to take on strong opponents and trying to change a mature industry. To differentiate themselves, they called their vehicles smart EVs. With their success, maybe people really should call them 3 geniuses of EV instead of 3 idiots. Before we dive into the 3 geniuses story, let's have some background information on EV market. First of all, thanks to Tesla, the EV are gaining momentum and acceptance by general public. Second, China is the largest EV market. Over 40% of the world's EV sales are in China. By July 2020, China has over 4.5 million new energy vehicles on the road. There are 2 major problems faced by EVs. First, high cost compared to ICE vehicles. Second, range anxiety, because the battery capacity is limited and there's inadequate charging infrastructure at current moment. Now let's see how our genius made their fortune by addressing these issues faced by EVs. Genius number 1, Li Xiang. Li Xiang is the founder and CEO of Beijing-based EV startup Li Auto. According to Forbes, Li's net worth is over $5.6 billion. Li Auto bears his family name, Li. Li Auto is listed on Nasdaq since July 2020. Li Xiang's story is very legendary. Li fell in love with internet in high school, and he chose to start his own business instead of going to college. At the time, he earned 10 times more than his parents by making recommendations for computer hardwares on websites and magazines. At age 18, Li launched PCPOP.com in 2000. It's an IT product advertising website, and later on, Li sold it to another company. In 2005, Li launched the online car trading platform AutoHome. By 2008, AutoHome became China's leading commerce platform for car dealers and consumers. AutoHome has over 90% of market share in China. In 2013, AutoHome went public on New York Stock Exchange, valued at $3 billion. However, 2 years later, Li resigned from AutoHome. He decided to create his own electric car company after he became the first few owners of Tesla in China. In 2015, Li started CHJ Automotive. In Chinese word, 车和家 means car and home, which he later renamed Li Auto. Li is also early investor of another famous EV stars in China, NIO. Li Auto produces premium smart electric SUVs. The company is backed by China's largest consumer service app, Meituan, and ByteDance. ByteDance owns the popular app TikTok. Li Auto also have partnership with Didi, which is a Chinese version of Uber. Li Auto addresses the range anxiety by putting gas engine to charge the battery pack for the electric vehicle. Li Auto has only one model so far. It's called LiONE. LiONE has both a battery pack and a gas-powered engine that charges the battery. With this technology, Li Auto will be able to build the EV with a smaller and more affordable batteries so that it can reduce the cost of the vehicle, while on the other hand, it can maintain long driving range. This hybrid strategy seems to be paying off. The LiONE SUV was ranked the top-selling SUV in the new energy vehicle segment in China in September 2020. Similar to Tesla, Li Auto owns and operates its own distribution network and sells vehicles directly to customers rather than using dealership. By using integrated online and offline platforms, Li Auto can achieve higher efficiency in sales and marketing than the traditional automakers who rely on third-party dealership. Li Auto started to trade on Nasdaq in July 2020 at $11.5 per share. 6 months later, the stock went as high as $47 per share. With the money raised from IPO, Li Auto invested heavily in technologies focusing on range extension, smart technology, and autonomous driving solution. In September 2020, Li Auto entered a three-way strategic cooperation with NVIDIA, the world's leading artificial intelligence computing company. Li Auto announced on December 18, 2020, it has delivered over 30,000 new vehicles only 1 year after it launched LiONE. It seems it's very successful. So what makes it successful? The key success factors of Li Auto, number one, is solving the range anxiety issue by combining batteries with gas engine. And the second thing is it focuses on user experience, and it has apps and over-the-air software upgrade, and it has a fancy dashboard with 4 screens. The auto will not be successful without a great leader. The special about Xiang is that he continuously improving and evolving, and he make a superior strategic decision at key point. And third, he has a very keen perception of user needs, and as bonus, he has a deep understanding of the internet and the user. The Li Auto's Chinese name means dream. Li Xiang dreamed to overtake automotive giant like Toyota someday. I wish his dream come true someday. That's a story about Li Auto and Li Xiang. I will be telling a story about NIO and Xpeng Auto in my next videos. Please stay tuned. For amazing people, organization, and technologies, please subscribe to Top CEO. Thank you for watching.